Welcome back to another episode of On Set, where I take you behind the scenes of a photo shoot and show you the full process. So let's get going. We have a full team setting up on set today, and I couldn't be more excited for today's episode. As much as I personally don't want to admit it, we are officially in the month of love. So what better way to celebrate than a Valentine's themed photo shoot? So let's go meet our model today. We have the beautiful Anna Grace with us today.
Hi.
And we're gonna create 2 looks on her. Let's get into the skincare and I'll talk you through the vision. So I'm just starting with the skin prep, and I'm going in with a lot of MAC skincare today. This is one of my favorite products. It's the Fix Plus Magic Radiance, and it's kind of like a skincare toner setting spray. And what this is gonna do is it's basically just gonna deeply hydrate the skin and be that base layer of hydration for your skincare. So we're gonna be using the Hyper Real collection from MAC today, and this is the Serumizer. And one thing I love about this collection is that it's super lightweight, but your skin feels so hydrated afterwards. When you are prepping your model's skincare though, you do still want to make sure that you're tailoring this to your model's skin type. I like to keep mine pretty general just so that I can use it on the majority of my models, but you're always going to want to do a consultation to really make sure what their skin needs are. The last thing you want to be doing is jeopardizing your model's skin barrier. So this has niacinamide and hyaluronic acid in it, so that's really going to be that boost of hydration that your skin needs. And the niacinamide is actually going to help work with any dark spots in the long-term results. You guys know that I love giving my models a good facial massage, and I have to use a really thick moisturizer for that. This is the Hyper Real Skin Canvas Balm from MAC, and it's a really thick moisturizer, but it works so perfectly as a slip for that facial massage. What I like to do is really warm that product up, start in the T-zone, and then just start gently massaging the face. And this is really gonna get that blood flowing, it's gonna wake up the muscles, and it's also just gonna make you look more snatched. So you want to start under the eyes, going into the temples, and start relaxing the facial muscles. And then you're going to go into the cheekbones and into the jaw. And then going into the chin. And then one bit that I love to do is in the brows. I feel like we hold a lot of tension in our brows and in our brow bone. So I just want to release that and into the temples. To finish in the collection, I'm gonna go in with the Hyper Real Eye Serum, and this is just gonna be a slightly more powerful and hydrating one. When it comes to eye creams, a little tip that I like to do is I also take it on the smile lines. I feel like these are some areas that can be a little bit more dehydrated, and that's why you get smile lines when you're smiling. Gently rubbing that in and letting that set for a bit. And lastly, to finish off the skin prep, I go in with the lip treatment. This is gonna stay on longer whilst I'm doing the makeup, so your lips are gonna stay hydrated. This one is the Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. I feel like this really gives me those soft, luscious lips. When it comes to lip care, I go a little bit crazy and I go over the lip line. I like to take it everywhere just to really make sure that the whole lip area is hydrated. So when I think of Valentine's makeup, I immediately think of like a 90s vintage retro look. And with that, big blowout hair has to be the number one, hence why I have her. So for today's look, we're really gonna be focusing on the base. This is what I want to be quite fresh, quite light, and very blushed up and cutesy. We're gonna be working with a lot of creams today. I'm keeping the brows super light and fluffy, and the lips are gonna be a statement, but a nude statement. I like to let the skincare settle into the skin a little bit, and then I like to wipe off any excess on there. And if you've ever experienced your makeup peeling, it's because the skincare underneath isn't mixing well with your foundations, with any of your cream products, and it's just coagulating.
So what am I meant to do? Skincare on, wait 10 minutes,
Take off the top layer. I like to put like an extra thick layer of moisturizer on and let that sink in, and then take it off, kind of like a face mask.
Oh, okay.
And as you can see, even after I've removed the makeup, the skin is super plump and she's still feeling hydrated. So now it's the perfect time to go in with your primers. This is one that I've really been liking at the moment. It's the NYX Face Glue. It's quite a fun one. Obviously, it looks like PVA glue. It really grips the makeup on, and it has this hydration to it that you wouldn't have expected. The foundation today, we're going in with Very Valentino, and this is in the shade MN1. And as always, I'm using a duo fiber brush, and this is the Spectrum Collections X Katie Jane Hughes. I like to use a duo fiber brush because it's actually just going to create a really light layer of the foundation, and it allows you to work in smaller layers rather than overloading your skin. This is how the foundation looks. This is one layer and probably about one pump of foundation. You can see that it's really blended into the skin. It's melted in, and it just gives that your skin but better effect. So we're going to start sculpting the face, and I'm using my NARS Laguna cream bronzer, but I'm using this in a really sheer way. I'm taking on the brush dabbing it and really buffing it into the brush, and then going onto the skin. Having a good base of makeup is all about light layers. You don't want to be overloading, you don't want to be caking up the skin. You want to be creating small doses of dimension in the face. Like I said earlier, this look is all about blush. So we're gonna go in with one of my recent favorites. This is the Hourglass Unreal Liquid Blush. This is a really pigmented one, so you want to work with this lightly. So I'm gonna be taking a few different shades today. I'm gonna start with the shade Whim, which is this light rosy pink. Quite a wet formula, so you want to shake it up, and there's a little dropper system, and you just get 2 little drops. I'm going to be taking this on a Spectrum fluffy brush, and again, buffing that in to the brush, really making sure that it's coated, and then going onto the apples of the cheeks. We are going to be going a little bit crazy with the blush today, just for the editorial aspect, so you can tone this down for a natural everyday. The way I like to do this is with my fluffy brush, stamp the product on, slightly diffuse it, and then just melt those edges in with my fingers. So we're going in with my Lancome Ultra Wear Concealer, and this is one of my favorite formulas, especially for set. I like to go in with a fluffy brush, and this I kind of just like pinpoint where I want it. I feel like going in with a fluffy brush gives you a lot more control, and again, you're working in lighter layers, and you can really create the structure you want without it feeling uncomfortable throughout the day. So I'm gonna blend all of it in together with a clean, fluffy brush. And I'm using this kind of instead of using a beauty blender. There's no real reason. Honestly, I just can't be bothered to wear my beauty blender right now. So I'm going in with my Charlotte Tilbury shade 1. And when it comes to setting, I only wanna keep it in the T-zone. Today's look is meant to be quite wet, quite dewy, but not sweaty. I'm using one of my favorite brushes for this. This is the Morphe X Ariel brush. And this is the A14 one, which is a really nice pinpoint fluffy brush. Perfect for getting under the eyes and just blurring any creases under there. Powdering down, I'm just gonna reinforce that blush, and this is the Dolce blush, and it's the perfect pinky flush of color. Because the base and the flush cheeks are really the statement for today's look, I wanna keep the eyes really light. So for this, I'm going with my Couture Clutch YSL eyeshadow palette, and this is a really good one just to have a base layer. The colors in here are super universal. You can create quite a variety of different looks. I'm just gonna be using the top row of contour kind of shades for this. Really working on the structure of the eyes, I just wanna create more dimension in the face. So I'm just gonna go in and follow the natural shape of Anna Grace's eyes. So we're in a little bit of a time crunch right now, so I'm going straight into the lips. And this look is gonna be a nude lip. I still want it very structured, so I'm gonna give you one of my top tips in a second. But first of all, we're going in with the Muted Mauve Anastasia lip liner and giving a little bit of a lift and structure. This is one of my favorite shades of nude. It's got that pink and it's got that brown, but it's not overpowered by either. It's still quite neutral. Once I've done the initial liner, I go back in with my translucent powder and I set over that lip line. So if you've ever seen those photos of girls and they have this beautiful lip line, the tone is just perfect, I figured it out. I go in with a brow pencil. This is the Anastasia Ash Brown Brow Wiz. And what you're gonna wanna do is cool down the lip liner. I'm gonna start overlining really, really gently, and this is gonna create the shadow effect. And then on the edges, the way I like to do it, I go from the Cupid's bow where I've overlined to the very end, I go in a straight line. Instead of following your natural lip, you wanna create just a straight line down, and this is gonna give that lifted effect. You wanna work really lightly in this. If you feel like you've gone a little bit too heavy, just go back in with your lip liner and diffuse it out. I have been gatekeeping this technique from you guys, but we're in a new era. I'm about to tell you all of my secrets. And there we go. You can really see how it's given that pout effect, which is obviously perfect for a Valentine's shoot. This is look number 1 done, so we're gonna rush off into styling and then we're gonna start shooting. I've been thinking about your love tonight. I've been thinking about your love tonight. 2 hearts gonna make our worlds collide, baby. I just wanna be the one to treat you right. 2-step in me, baby, slide, slide. I've been thinking about your love tonight. 2 hearts gonna make our worlds collide, baby. I just wanna be the one to treat you right. 2-step in me, baby, slide, slide. I've been thinking about your love tonight. I just wanna be the one to treat you right. I've been thinking about your love tonight. 2 hearts gonna make our worlds collide, baby. I just wanna be.
So the next look we're doing black. I'm thinking something very sleek so you can see the shadow and the silhouette of the body.
Nice.
So like a sleek black dress, against the red because I think it'll be a nice contrast.
Love
and then
that.
for the third one, we'll finish, mix it up. So we'll maybe incorporate a bit of white, a bit of black, a bit of red, and just mix them all together.
Amazing. And we're gonna move on to a red lip now too. This is gonna be very dolce.
Incredible. We got such amazing shots.
Wow.
Some nice detail shots, and then the makeup looks amazing.
These are incredible. These are literally exactly what I was going for.
Like gives me Valentines, and very playful.
I love like all the close-up shots too, like with the heels, all the red. This is so good. We're gonna use our Dolce & Gabbana My Sculpt Satin Lipstick in this beautiful cool toned red. This is a more creamy lipstick with a satin finish, but this pigment payoff is absolutely incredible. The lipstick is gliding on so beautifully. It's a really creamy formula and the pigment is really strong. So you don't really need to use too much. It's more about just sculpting the lips out. Now that the base of the lipstick is on, we're going back in with our lip liner. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in Auburn. This is such a beautiful color when you're doing a red lipstick, just because it's got a little bit more of a purple hue to it. So it's really good for that definition. And you can just sharpen up the lips and almost blurring out the cream lipstick. We're gonna get right into a quick change for outfit number 2 and 3. And these two looks are about to go hard, so I'm just gonna let you enjoy the show.
I'm a whole vibe, I'm a mood. They see I ate it up like food. She came, she ate, and she ain't leave no crumbs up on the plate. I'm a whole vibe, I'm a mood. They see I ate it up like food. She came, she ate, and she ain't leave no crumbs up on the plate. Lips so glossy, feeling real bossy. Standing on business, take 'em out, kamikaze. Face so snatched, it could reach the high heavens. I got no match, slaying 24/7. What you think this is deep in my glow up era? My relation's so on point, gelling like aloe vera. Chilling like a cucumber, don't need no sweater. I am living.